Hello there, Commonwealth from here. Pokemon Legends Arceus looks absolutely gorgeous and most of all ambitious as a clearly single-player action-adventure game with turn-based combat added on top of it. This game is so different from past Pokemon titles, but in every positive way you can imagine. And throughout this video, I want to go over why I believe these differences could have turned this into the game of the year of 2021 if the game came out in say December instead of January 28, 2022. So be sure to press that like and subscribe buttons and press the notification bell, as this is the first of many Pokemon Legends Arceus videos to come leading up to its release on the Commonwealth realm. The open world, waters and air. First and foremost, we have to talk about the open world of the Hisui region, the Sinnoh of old, which is no doubt inspired by Breath of the Wild's Hyrule. Same seamless approach and dynamic gameplay. It really looks like the Pokemon team at Game Freak has set a goal, and that it is to create a Pokemon Breath of the Wild. A title that will be possible to play for hundreds of hours and still discover new Pokemon and locations. As late as August, I thought this would be a more grounded experience, but after seeing the September trailer, or update, I can now state that this open world will be the perfect holdover title while we wait for Breath of the Wild's sequel in 2022, for a number of reasons, as this title offers a massive open world region that we have only explored from a top-down perspective and in a far more urbanized and industrialized state. The Hisui region is a love letter for all of us who fell in love with the greatest sense of discovery that Breath of the Wild provided us, exploring a massive map our way, though with more linear missions and tasks, which is okay, since this world isn't as organic and dynamic as the one found in Breath of the Wild. Hold over until the sequel is out, not replacement. That is the greatest way to approach this very first open world Pokemon title. But obviously, this title offers also many different things than just being a Breath of the Wild clone, as it is an evolution of the Wild Area, Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra found in Pokemon Sword and Shield, all aimed to minimize the number of loading screens to keep you immersed in this magical world which can be traversed in multiple different ways. Which brings us to means of transportation. Crossing the Hisui region on foot is always an option, but why walk when you can ride on the back of Pokemon? Both for Hisui's landscapes by calling on Virdeer and waters on Basco Legion, and even in the air with Hisuian Bravery, and where unlike what was the case in Breath of the Wild, where we only could glide, here we can fly at least to some degree. On top of that, we have had leaks of climbing by using Pokemon, which all points to one thing. Game Freak wants to grant us a lot of freedom and let us enjoy it long before the sequel of Breath of the Wild gets the opportunity to outshine Legends Arceus again. Hence the early release in 2022, which will be the perfect timing for a game that offers so many traversal options in a region that is only in the infancy of industrialization. Nearly everything outside the central hub, Jubilife Village, is organic wilderness, filled with wild roaming Pokemon which have to be reached by mastering the different forms of transportation that this clearly ambitious title offers. And since we're on the topic of Jubilife Village, the very likely starting location of the game and the seat of the Galaxy Expedition team, headed by Commander Kamado, who might or might not have questionable intentions. Even so, it is clear that after completing assignments as part of the Survey Corps, we will likely return to Jubilife Village to report our findings and captures, before taking advantage of what the village has to offer, that being shopping, filling up with potions, Pokeballs, and taking advantage of the great variety of customization options. The Galaxy team hairdresser and styling and other stores are here to make sure you look the part, whether you crave for an elegant late 1800s Victorian look or a more Japanese appearance. The choice is yours. Combine styles and colors, both when it comes to your clothing and hair. Obviously, this is bringing the features that we found in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and Pokemon X and Y, and even Sun and Moon, into the world of Pokemon Legends Arceus. When you have preferred yourself, you can visit the photographer to immortalize the moment with your Pokemon. And still, these are only a few locations found in Jubilife Village, so there will likely be more. I, for a change, like that we'll have a central urban hub that contrasts to the rural surroundings, for which we will need our Pokemon. Speaking of, the blend of starter Pokemon from different regions. As a different type of Pokemon game, it makes sense that Legends Arceus blends the starters from multiple different regions. Cyndaquil of Johto, Oshawott of Unova, and Rowlet of Alola, all presented to Akari and Ray by Galaxy Survey Corps Professor Laventon. Either Akari or Ray will become your team member depending on who of the two you decide to play as, and might be the rival of this game. So no longer a generic rival, but the person you personally declined to play as. Even so, the goal of this game is simple: to meet every Pokemon species of the Hisui region and to complete the first Pokedex of the region for a number of missions. Which brings us over to the mission-based progression system. Though the open world appears to be seamless, in order to progress the plot, we will have to complete missions tasked to us by Commander Kamado, who may or not be related to Professor Rowan, and the Survey Corps leader Captain Celine, who may or may not be related to Team Galactic's future leader Cyrus. The resemblance of the two is uncanny, but at least for significant portions of the game, these characters will provide you missions and receive your reports. Naturally, this is a completely new progression system for Pokemon titles, but perfect for the open world formula, where you at least to a degree gradually discover new areas as the development team has intended. For instance, if you want to take advantage of the rideable Pokemon, you'll have to stick to script, as no doubt the Hisui region is designed in a way that the further you go, the more dangerous Pokemon you will encounter if you're low level. And speaking of Pokemon that could potentially knock you out, let's talk about the new noble Pokemon. Not legendary but noble Pokemon, who are blessed with a mysterious power. Some of these are friendly and supervised by wardens, and it wouldn't surprise us if these are the replacement for gym leaders in a time before gym leaders existed, testing us before granting us access to the helpful ones that will make traversal easier and allow us to battle calm down aggressive ones which are under a frenzy, like Cleaver, the Lord of the Woods. All key to the plot of the story that unfolds in the Hisui region, on the quest to locate the legendary Arceus, which brings us to probably the greatest change in the game. Namely, the dynamic gameplay leading into combat. Since for the first time in a Pokemon title, there are no random encounters, and a great expansion from the passive movement that you used to have as your playable character. Since Akari and Ray can dodge, throw a Pokeball, and sometimes even without entering a turn-based battle, and in the case of noble Pokemon, throw bombs, offering a true action-adventure boss experience while playing as a human until you're forced to pull out your Pokemon. All of this is an evolution for the Pokemon franchise, sneaking up on Pokemon to not scare them away before throwing a Pokeball, and only enter a turn-based battle screen if you fail to capture said Pokemon. All of this seems to be Game Freak taking gameplay immersion seriously, rewarding careful aim and precision by not pulling you out of your fully camera-controlled environments. The process has been divided up into 4 stages by Game Freak on their website. Seeking out the Pokemon of your interest, observe them before pulling out your Pokeball, and if you miss or the Pokemon is too strong, enter battle to weaken them and then catch them. And here we get into the final along with Pokemon Camp's points of how different and better Pokemon Legends Arceus is. The battles. As Pokemon Legends Arceus is a far deeper Pokemon title where you have to apply different strategies to come out victorious. Our battles are a topic that we will need a far longer video for and which we'll save for that purpose, since this is no doubt one of the most packed Pokemon titles of all time. The first of hopefully many open world Pokemon titles to come, which will only improve on the foundation of Legends Arceus, a game that will no doubt turn the beginning of 2022 into one of the greatest, with its far more expressive animations of humans and Pokemon alike, all aimed to offer the most immersive and thus positively different Pokemon title to date. Do you agree with our take on the differences in this game, or do you need more convincing? Sound off in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, then be sure to leave a like, subscribe and press that notification bell to not miss any future Pokemon Legends Arceus videos. And finally, a big thanks goes to all our patreon.com/CommonRealm patrons, and in particular to our royal producer Charles Shash. You rock, and please enjoy one or both of these 2 awesome videos.